In this video, we're going to talk about backing up our files and Lightroom catalog. So why backing up is non-negotiable. Hard drives fail, not might fail, they will fail. And every hard drive has a lifespan, and you never know when it ends. One day it just doesn't work. And if your photos only exist in one place, they're gone. In Lightroom, there are actually two things you need to back up separately: your photo files and your catalog. A lot of photographers back up their photos and forget the catalog entirely. Lose the catalog and you'll lose every keyword, every edit, every rating, every piece of metadata you've ever applied. The photos survive, but years of work on them doesn't. Let me show you how to protect both. So the first thing we'll do is back up the catalog. So we're going to go up here into the menu, and we're going to go to Lightroom Classic and Catalog Settings. Okay, so often it might open up in general. We're going to move across here to ensure that we're in backups. You'll see a drop down here for how often it'll back up the catalog. And so in this instance, we'll set it to once a week when exiting Lightroom. That way you'll get a regular reminder without it interrupting you every single session. And the backup folder, that's where you'll choose whereabouts it lives. So by default, Lightroom will save it on the same drive as the catalog, which is useless because if that drive fails, then you're left with nothing. In this instance, I've saved it to my external drive. So here I'll show you how I've chosen my backup folder. We'll go choose, photography, and I created this folder. You can go to new folder to create your own one. We'll go into Lightroom backups and it will save in here. Okay, so now that's all set. So once a week, the catalog backup will go somewhere separate from the original catalog. Okay, now let's talk about your photo files. Your photo files sit outside the catalog. They're just folders of images on your hard drive. Lightroom doesn't back these up for you. You need to do it yourself. The rule that most professional photographers work to is called 3-2-1. You should have 3 copies of your files on 2 different types of storage, with one kept off-site. So that might be the original on your main drive, a copy on an external hard drive at home, and a third copy could go on a second external drive kept somewhere else or in cloud storage. The simplest approach on a Mac could be Time Machine. Plug in an external drive, turn Time Machine on, and it backs up automatically in the background. For more control over exactly what gets copied and when, you can use apps like Carbon Copy Cloner or ChronoSync. It lets you set up scheduled backups of specific folders. Whatever method you use, the key thing is that you back up the drive and that it's separate from the drive your photos live on. If it's on the same drive and the same computer, that is not a backup. So another thing I want to talk about is actually checking your backups. That's something a lot of people skip. Actually check your backups work. Open the external drive. Find a recent backup, open a file. Verify the catalog backup folder has recent dates on it. A backup you've never verified as a backup is a backup that you cannot trust. Do it once a month. Plug in the drive, open a folder, confirm the files are there and readable. It takes 2 minutes and it means that if you ever need it, you know that it works. So, back up the catalog through Lightroom's catalog settings. Point it to an external drive and set it to run weekly. Back up your photo files separately using Time Machine or a dedicated app, or another external hard drive. Keep one copy off-site or in the cloud, and check it actually works once a month. Do those 4 things and your work is protected.